Good morning, my truth seekers. How are you guys doing? Hope you all are doing great today. Yes, I'm here a little early, which I think I'm gonna start coming on, at maybe 10 o'clock, to do a different show. This right here, this going to be considered as waking the hell out of my people. Okay. And also I'm also gonna come on round by 6:02 in the even, so I can go ahead and talk to my friends and give people, a chance to have a voice, especially when they don't have a platform, talking about stuff that's, in the entertainment arena. But this right here, guys, when I come on around about this time, I really take this right here serious because I truly believe that, this is the time, this is the right time to wake the hell of our people, especially when we take other people words, we use it as Bible. And this is not to beat up on people. Let me make sure that I do a mic check because we know we got a lot of trolls. And some people sit there and watch me for hours and minutes without, telling me that I don't have audio. So again, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and nine buys. And like I say, when it comes to this channel right here, this channel is not for everybody. Okay. This channel right here is for people that are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Okay. People that's ready, to hear the truth. And like I said, all this information right here, go and do your research. Like I said, the rabbit hole is very, very deep. And all this information, is already out there, and now as you can see, everything, is at a push of a button. You don't even have to go into the libraries. You can just sit right in the comfort of your home and you can get all the information that you need. I see my girl is in the house. Starbucks lover. She says, welcome back to Real Talk, Lady D. Hi, Lady D in chat. Hi, Star. How are you doing? I am so glad you are here. Starbucks lover. Yes, indeed, guys. But this right here, guys, like I say, this is the age of information. All the information right now, it is out. So it's just time for us to go ahead and just do our proper research. So I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about Tiffany Haddish. She had put out, that she's going to Israel. So I don't know if she's there now, but she wanted to go to Israel. She want to see for herself. That's exactly what she put out. Which we have a lot of knowledgeable people. We have Mark Lamont. He have his own YouTube channel. He's a professor. He's very, very, very knowledgeable when it comes to Israel and the Palestinians. He's very knowledgeable. And we got, a lot of people, that are very knowledgeable when it comes to stuff like that, which I don't understand why she didn't go and consult them first before, she made that step. But you know how people is, like I said, some people, they got to see it for themselves, but all the information is out there. And I'm the type of person, if I got to make a statement and say I'm going to a certain place, it's just like if you call my house and you say, look, D, I'm coming to your house, I'm going to prepare for you. I'm going to prepare for you. So quite obvious, it's not going to be what you think. I'm going to put on my best. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. Okay. Also, guys, I'm going to try, I don't know what days that I'm gonna go ahead and pick. I'm gonna do story time. I want to go ahead. My book came in. I don't know if you've all, which you all, especially, when it comes to my people, you all are familiar with Shahrazad Ali. I want to go ahead and do a story time and read some of the stuff that's in this book. It's very knowledgeable. It's called The Black Man Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. Let me see if I can go ahead and post this for you all. Yes, I'm gonna post this right here. It's called The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. Also, she have the Black Woman Guide to Understanding the Black Man. But I want to go ahead and talk about this right here, especially when it comes to our kings. How they are counted like sheep for the slaughter. And some people will say, well, that's a book that's been 30 years. I don't care if it's been 100 years. Okay, that knowledge, those nuggets are still there. So I want to go ahead and do story time when it comes to this book right here, because it's time, like I said, they say it's time for our people to get back into their rightful position, because as you can see right here, look around, and I mean, things is not getting better. If anything, things is getting worse. So guys, again, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. And also, if you want to go ahead and support this channel, donate to this channel, this is my cash app right here, Real Talk 985. So if you are getting fed, you're getting good information off of this channel, make sure you go ahead and donate, guys. Like I say, it's not going to hurt. And also, if you cannot afford to donate, make sure you go ahead and click like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. So on that note, guys, I have so many tabs open, so I hope I can be able to open at least a few. So let's go ahead and we're going to talk about Tiffany Haddish. Okay, let me go ahead and give you, in case you guys don't know who is Tiffany Haddish. Tiffany Haddish is an American actress, comedian, and author known for her role in movies like Girls Trip and Night School. She has a vibrant personality and is known for her humor and storytelling ability. Tiffany Haddish has gained popularity for the comedic performance and has won several awards for her work in entertainment industry. Also, there's a lot of controversy, when it comes to her recently, how they, the cops, found on the side of the road, inebriated, and some of the skits, that she was involved with. So let me go ahead and pull this article right here, this post right here, so I can go ahead and make sure I close some of the posts, because I got a lot of tabs that is open. So again, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and non-biased. And like I say, when it comes to this platform right here, it's not for everybody. It's for people that are sick and tired, being sick and tired, is ready to speak truth. Okay. So let me go ahead and read a little bit this right here. And I'm also, before I go on, I want to make sure that I put on my copyright disclaimer, because you know how it is, guys. You got to make sure that you put that on as well, because you got to be ahead of the game. So let me make sure that I go ahead and put on my copyright disclaimer. This copyright disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for suppose such as criticism, comment, news reports, scholarships, and research. Guys, for more unapologetic content. So I'm going to go ahead and put that up as well, okay? So let me go ahead and get into it. Also, Starbucks said if you would like to be a blessing, absolutely, to this let me post this right here. If you would like to be a blessing to this channel, cash out Real Talk 985. We thank you in advance. Absolutely, absolutely. So let me go ahead and read this right here. This article, and making sure that I make a little big. So let me go ahead and make this article a little bigger, so I can make sure that I close some of the tabs. Okay. So this right here is an article by New York Post. So it says right here, Tiffany Haddish angries fans with business trip, class trip to Israel to find a man and see war with her own eyes. And you know good and well, I don't think that this right here is a joke in time, especially when so many people have been unalive behind all this right here. So if you're going to find a man, and also she's a comedian, I don't think that to me is comical. It's not funny at all, especially when they are in the middle of a war, Israel and Palestine. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and talk about all this right here. And again, guys, like I said, this channel is not for everybody. It's for people that are sick and tired of being sick and tired. And also, I have to be mindful, because even though, this might be my platform, but this is not my house. Okay. And it also reads that Tiffany Haddish is facing criticism for embarking on an educational trip to Israel as the Israel Hamas war rages on. The 44-year-old girl trip actress and comedian who found out she was Jewish later in life and had the Beth misful at 40. And that's a topic by itself, when it says that Tiffany, she had found out that she was Jewish, okay? And notice the suffix at the end, ISH. And if you take that away from Jewish and put Jew, you know that, whatever Jewish is, that it have mastered whoever the Jew is, okay? But that's another story by itself. And it says she went on Instagram Live on Thursday from a business class seat on an airplane, letting her 7.4 million followers know that she was taking a 16-hour flight from Los Angeles to Israel to learn and see with her own eyes. So Tiffany has a follower of 7.4 million. And like I said, it's just so sad, to see, people, they can draw so many people in and lead them straight to the slaughterhouse, because 7.4 million followers. So I just hope, when she do go up there, that she come back with a good report, okay? Because she will be accountable for causing so many people to stumble. Also, it says that I'm going to go meet my future man out there. I'm out. I'm going to the Holy Land, and we're gonna also talk about that as well when she said the Holy Land. Okay, and I suggest you all do it. Haddish told the camera with a glass of orange juice in her hands, because people was asking, about what was in her glass, because we already know, because of all the stories, that was going around, how, she was drinking a lot. And also it says right here, this is orange juice. It's not mimosa. The night school star, who has 2 DUIs, claim that champagne gives me gas. I never do that to these people. And that's the second part, how, we make a mockery, we use people like that. That's just like when it's time for, to go out there and campaign. Look at President Biden. He didn't go to people that was knowledgeable, when it comes to the political game. He went to like a Cardi B, goes to people that, they don't take stuff like this serious. But that's exactly how, they play the game. They're going to use the silly sheeps. Like I said, sometimes they will pay these people millions of dollars, to just draw people away, because they know we mimic off a lot of stuff like this. So this right here also says this, singing her own made up time. Haddish told viewers, on my way to Tel Aviv, then to Jerusalem, then I'm going to Dead Sea and going to get me some, going to have some fun. Yeah, it's going to be great. Then I'm going to learn about the politics. Ah, so you see, they like that. They like silly stuff like that, because all this right here, guys, it's only a distraction. It's only distraction. See, they're going to use people like that. And the thing about it's going to run. We got people that's going to believe that, but we already know, that is not true. And I talk about it all the time. This is the year of 24. This is the year of exposure. No more of these silly games. When we was a child, we act like a child, we talk like a child, and it's time for us to grow up, especially when so many people are unalive behind this right here. Children, so many children. All you have to do is just turn on the news. But it's just to show you, is that our people, some of us, we have ran after almighty dollars. And also it says, who said I was going to Gaza? She responded to a fan comment on the live. I said, I'm going to go see my own eyes. Gotta go to Israel first. And isn't Gaza in Israel? She asked about the Palestinian city. Ain't it all of the same continent, the same little piece of land and surrounded by water? Look at that. That is, I mean, this is horrible. Also, it says her trip comes after U.S. veto an arrow resolution that called for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza and the release of all hostage in UN Security Council vote Thursday. America is pushing its own proposal that would see the hostage exchange deals secure first. When another fan asked if her trip was for vacation or work, Haddish claimed it was for a history lesson. Why she didn't bring, like I said, Mark Lamont? Why if she wanted a history lesson, because he's a professor, he's very knowledgeable when it comes to stuff like this. Why she didn't go and consult him, or somebody that really know exactly what's going on. And also it says this is sociologic. She continued, this is an education trip for me. I want to get educated. I want to see what really going on. I want to learn how it started, why it started. My God, my God. I want to see where Jesus walked. Wow. Wow. It's just to show you guys, this is our people. You are seeing our people. She said, I want to see where Jesus walked. I want to see all the stuff everywhere they talked about in the Bible. I want to see all that. So if it's in the Bible, I'm probably going to be there. Fans on social media quickly criticize Haddish posts. Really, Tiff? Wow, honestly, there's so much I could say, but damn, this is heartbreaking. You are not a safe space, and you instinct are inherently flawed and dangerous. One suspector wrote on Instagram, and another one said, if ignorance and dumb was a person, another said, one person tweeted, does she even have 10 brain cells? I love to know. This situation is heart wrenching, resembling a scene from a horror movie, with the tragic killing of thousands of Palestinians. Amidst this, she approached the trip as a leisurely paid vacation, which I found utterly disheartening, another person wrote. Elsewhere, in the 13-minute video, Haddish said, I know a lot of stuff on social media be not true because I see stuff people don't stuff about me. This is what she said. I see stuff, people say stuff about me, and I'm living my life, and I'm like, that's not true. So before I get to speaking on stuff, I heard from people that live there on both sides of the gates. Now I'm going to see. And like I said, nothing is wrong, she's going up there. But like I said, this right here is in the middle of the war. We got so many people are being unalive. And I mean, so much stuff is going on. And I do not think, that, especially all the controversy stuff that is going around with her, I don't think that she is the best fit to come back and give us a good report, because she will be accountable for all that right there. This is horrible, guys. Like I said, this is where our people at. This is where our people at. What I saw online did not I did not like Haddish stated. And know a lot of people that have gone, so many people have gone and they came back alive, come back fine. The post had contacted represented for Haddish for comment. After her latest DUI arrest on Thanksgiving Day, Haddish told fans last month that our driver's license is still very valid. In the state of California, when you really get a for real DUI, they suspect your license when you blow over the limit. But if you're not over the limit, your license is valid. She explained in another Instagram video at the time, my license is not suspended. It's very valid, very, very valid. Wow. So this is where our people at, guys. This right here is where our people at. I wonder if she know right here. Let's go ahead and pull this up, guys. And like I said, this is it. This is it, and this is, this is where our people at. And I talk about it all the time, especially when it comes to all the stuff that's on, these reality shows, and all the foolish stuff. They will put that there, and the reason why they will put that there, because it's just a distraction. Anything that's going to distract our people, because our people love to be stroked. But like I said, it's no more these games anymore, because this is it. You either in or you out. You either hot or you cold. But this right here is it. So we're gonna go ahead and talk about. I want to pull this article up, which I did do a video.
I mean, where would the
Hold on,
whole
hold on, hold on,
Western
hold
world?
on, hold on. Let me get out this right here first. I did a video on this right here when I talked about the black Ethiopian women, how they was giving contraceptive in Israel. They didn't ask for that information, but they was given. Also, I see where Starbucks lover says, hold on guys, bear with me 1 minute, making sure that everything is okay, because and like I say, when it comes to stuff like this, our people don't want to hear it. You're going to see my people dropping off very fast, because our people, to them it's boring. They're not in tune with what's really going on, because we like our ears to be tickled. So, you're not going to get a large outcome on stuff like this, because this right here, when it comes to waking our people up, our people don't want to hear this. I don't care who mouth it came out of. It could come out of Squatty Dotty or anybody mouth. They don't want to hear this. Our people are looking for something that's on the soapbox, something that's alive. They don't want to know nothing about the truth. And that's why these people can go around and sit there and hoodwink us and bamboozle us and plot against us, because we're not into stuff like this. We're not into stuff like this, because we are so comfortable of sitting at the foot of our oppressors, okay? While they throw us a few crumbs here and there. We don't want to know nothing about this. We don't want to know nothing about this. We want to try to forget about it. But whether you rate it or not, guys, like I say, this is going to affect you as well. And that's real talk, okay? Uh Starbucks says Tiffany has had her own personal problems. She's not that relevant anymore. Absolutely. And I don't know if Tiffany think that by, she's going to Israel, that it's going to clean her image or anything. But I just hope that, if she think that, then, she got some serious problems. If anything, it's like she's putting more salt to the wound. And also Starbucks says all she had to do was Google the information and waste a trip. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's just to show you our people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. And like I said, and I talk about it on all of my videos. Some people, they are not going to be able to cross over. Some people, you got to continue allowing them to stay where they are. Stay where they are. Some people just not ready to come out. They're not ready to come out. Also, Starbucks says that only 4 people watching, but when you are reviewing the reality show, you have a full house. Absolutely. Absolutely. But like I said there and say, this is what you call real life. This is what you call separating the sheep from the goats. You're going to know, like I say, I don't care how many people following me. That part don't really mean nothing to me, because we got fair weather people. We got people that's only wants to be stroked. We got people that don't wants to know the truth. They don't want to know the truth. They rather stay ignorant, because they are comfortable in the state that they are in. They think that where they are, this is what you call the good life, not knowing that these people are working overtime on you. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull this article up right here. So let me pull this up, because I want to close some of these tabs right here. So as I go in, I can close some of these tabs. But this is it, guys. Ready or not. So this right here is this is by the Guardian in 2013, which I did make a video of it. I don't know if I made a short or I went ahead and I made a video where they went ahead and they broke this story when the Ethiopian Jews, had went to Palestine. Well, they had invited them to now Israel, and how they was being treated. So like I said, all this information, all you have to do is Google it. Which some of the stuff, when it comes to Google, you have to watch that as well, because I was using some of the AI stuff, getting some information, and I had to correct them, and they even apologize. So when going on these sites, you have to be very knowledgeable. Just don't take what you get off of the internet. Go and get some books and talk to people, and you're going to be able to put all that information together, because I'm pretty sure that they thought that we was not going to learn how to read, which, like I said, we invented everything. Everything came out of us. Through us, nothing would exist. So I don't know why they think that we was not going to get all this together and put these puzzles together. But this right here, guys, this is an article that had came out of the Guardian, and it was in 2013, where it had reported that the Israel health minister was investigating claims that Ethiopian women are being given a controversy contraceptive without their knowledge or consent. Just imagine that you going back to what they call the Holy Land, just to have people giving you meds, giving you drugs that you did not even ask for, and then it's dealing with of your childbearing. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. That's questionable by itself. Well, let me go ahead and continue reading, where it says that the Ethiopian women are being given a controversy conceptive without their knowledge or consent. The report stated that thousands of Ethiopian women are said to be receiving shots of Provera, Provera, every 3 months in Israel clinic. Did you hear what I said? They was giving contraceptive drugs every 3 months so that they won't bear any children. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. This is not nothing that I made up. This is not nothing I made up. This information is already out there, guys. All we have to do is just do our research, just like Star said. If Tiffany, she wanted to know what's really going on, it got so much information. You can't call everything a lie. All the information is out there. Right here, this article, it says that the Ethiopian woman in Israel given contraceptive without consent. Israel's health minister is investing claim that Ethiopian immigrants have unwittingly had deport Provero jabs for years. Look at this. Look at this. Take a look at this. I wonder if Tiffany saw this. A woman from the Ethiopian community at a protest in Jerusalem calling for relatives to be brought to Israel. A documentary claimed immigrants received contraceptive shots in Ethiopian transit camps, had them in camps. And Israel health ministers investigating a claim that Ethiopian women are being injected with controversy contraceptive without their knowledge or consent. Thousands of Ethiopian women are said to be receiving a shot of Depo-Provera every 3 months in Israel clinic. The contraceptive stop ministration and has been linked to fertility problems and obstetritis, Osteoporosis. And also Yakovo Elizabeth, I don't even know how to pronounce this name, but it says that the Israel Deputy Minister of Health, who has previously denied the practice. So they denied the practice. At first they denied the practice, like they were saying that it was not true, that they was giving Ethiopian Jews, contraceptive, to stop them from childbearing. Will led the inquiry, a spokesman announced on Wednesday. The pneumonia was uncovered However, when social workers noticed that the birth rates among Ethiopian immigrants halving in a decade, an Israel documentary investigating the scandal was aired in December and prompted a properly outcry. It revealed that women were started on a course of contraceptive jabs while still in transit camp in Ethiopia, some without being told they were being given birth control, and many have no idea of the side effects. When they eventually arrive in Israel, doctors continue the treatment unquestionably. That's why, when you go to these doctors today, guys, I don't care what they are giving you, question it, ask. This is your body. Ask what's happening. What are they doing? What is this for? Many times I have went to the doctor and they asking me if I want this type of shot. I tell them no. No, don't even ask me. So my doctor won't even ask me. And when she do, she'll say, well, it's just protocol. And she laughed because she know I was going to go ahead and deny it. But the critical question remains unanswered as to whom investigated the policy, which neither Israel nor Ethiopians willing to claim responsibility. Sava Rubin, an Ethiopian who has lived in Israel since 1984, interviewed more than 35 women from her community for the film and found that 25 were still receiving contraceptive shots from healthcare providers. And like I said, guys, this information is out there. This information is out there. Rubin spoke to one woman who believed she had been given a flu vaccination. Now, they told her, according to what this article says, that they told this Ethiopian that she was given a flu vaccination. And she had no idea she has been injected with Depo Provera, Provera. Another was pregnant with her fifth child. And when she arrived in a transit camp where she would live for 7 years, the woman in her 30s told Reuben that officials had gathered together all the new mothers in the camp and told them that they would be given Depo Provera as it would be too difficult for them to give birth. Israel. No, we didn't want to take it. We refused. We said we didn't want it. The unnamed woman recalled in the film she agreed to the injections only because she was told her immigration to Israel would be blocked and she would receive no further health care in the camp if she was refused. Wow. They told her that if she does not take this shot, that she will lose her rights to stay in Israel. Does that sound familiar? Look how, with all the stuff right here, when all this stuff had happened, how they forced it upon us, losing your jobs. And I mean, so much stuff that was going on in order to take it, just to find out that it didn't really help what it was supposed to help. Guys, wake up. Can't you see it? This is nothing new. Everything, like I said, what you see right now already happened. Now we should be more wise. We should be more wise because they have not changed anything. It's just a different time. They still up to their old no good games. That's why I call them crafty counselors. Crafty counselors. All this stuff reminds me, like I say, of the ancient days, even some of the stories that's in the Bible. That's why when I look at the Bible, I don't look at it, just, some pre-ancient stories. I look at it for what is going on today. Look how they did everything to stop, God's chosen people from having children. They did everything to go ahead and stop it. But like the comedian, you remember the comedian, he died. He said, we don't die, we multiply. The more as they was trying to sit there and suppress God's people, the more that they was sitting there growing. They was growing. And they don't want them to grow because they know that when they start rising up, what's going to happen? It's going to put them to their knees. So they got to figure a way to exterminate them. And like I said, this right here, guys, this is real talk. This is nothing that I'm making up, okay? And also it says this happened so many other women, Ruben said, more than 50,000 Ethiopian Jews have immigrated to Israel in the past decade. The first growing community has struggled against bias. In 1996, thousand riots where it was discovered that the Israel health minister has destroyed all stocks of blood donated by Ethiopia on the grounds that it might be contaminated with HIV. Wow. 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 Israel health minister has strongly denied all allegation that the injections are part of a policy to control the growth of Ethiopian community. Well, what is it? You're giving people contraceptive medication without their consent. So, what else could you call it? Come on, guys, make it make sense. I mean, this is real talk. This is real life. This is real people. The Israel Minister of Health neither advised nor discouraged the use of Depo-Provera injection, and if they are being administered, this is despite of our view, a spokesman said. And yet, Rubin claims to have discovered a letter from the health minister to a clinic in Ethiopia in 2000, thanking doctors there for the large number of women they had treated with Depo-Provera. Wow. Why are only Ethiopian women being given Depo-Provera in Israel? It's supposed to be a last resort contraceptive. Israel Health Authority claimed the injections are a cultural preference, but in our culture, to have a lot of children is to be rich, Reuben said. In my opinion, that this is a deliberate policy on the part of Israel. They are taking advantage of women who are weak because they are new to this country, do not understand the language, and who traditionally respect authority. It makes me more than angry. Then Dr. I'm not even going to pronounce that name, a gynecologist working at Jerusalem in Haddish Medical Center, said that the majority of Ethiopian women she has met receive Depo-Provera injection. And also, this is a policy that no one will admit. No one in Israel would take responsibility for the treatment in the camp, but someone must have instigated it and would not be in Ethiopian interest to treat women prepared to leave the country, Abudi said. Sometimes it's definitely wrong here. I am very glad the Minister of Health will be investigating this issue. They need to do a thorough job. I absolutely agree to all that. Absolutely. Just a little more. I'm gonna go ahead and read this right here, which I already had did a video on this, but I'm gonna go ahead and read it some more because this is very interesting and it's very knowledgeable and it is very informative. And like I said, this is the time to wake the hell out of our people, and that's real talk. So also it says, I hope you appreciated this article. Before you move on, I wanted to ask if you would consider supporting the Guardian journalists as we enter of the most consequence news cycle of our lifetime in 2024. So guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close this tab out right there. But what do you think about it? What do you think about it? I see Miss Behavior came in house saying good morning. Hi, Miss Behavior. I didn't see when she came in. I was reading. And also she says Starbucks lover. Yes, guys. She said Israel wants to control how many black people folks are in the country. Like I said, guys, the rabbit hole goes very, very deep, and the sad thing about it is, how can you control something that when you came down here as an immigrant yourself, make sense? Most of the people that you trying to control was already there on their own homeland, and that's real talk. Okay, that C vaccination were mandatory in California for healthcare workers. Absolutely, it's like they went ahead and they forced it down, our people. They forced it down our people. So guys, I got one more tab I want to go ahead and open, and I'm surprised, that I didn't have no problems, because usually, when I come on and I open up all these tabs, I tend to get into the matrix, but I'm surprised that I didn't. But I want to know, guys, before I move on, are you guys familiar with let me go ahead and type this in, put this in right here. It's called the Belfort Agreement. Let me see if I can put this in. This is the Belfort, I might be pronouncing it wrong, Belfort Agreement in 1948. Make sure you go and Google the Belfort Agreement in 1948. I promise you, is a lot of information stuff that you are not aware of, that these people went ahead and put in, just to sit there and do the things that they did. And how, we got our people, just like Tiffany Haddish said that she going to what she called the Holy Land, okay? And we got people saying the promised land, but was it a promised land by the Most High God, or was it a promised land by the British and Americans? Did you hear what I said? Need I need to go repeat it again? Was it a promised land by the Most High God, or was it a promised land by the British and the Americans? Okay, so let's go ahead and pull this article up. Let's pull this article up right fast, because, like I said, even though I said many times that school is over, I'm not in teaching our people, because the information is out there. All you have to do is just push a button. But sometimes, we got to bring our people back, just like the song says, bring them back to memory lane. Okay. So I'm going to just go ahead and just read just a little bit, but I want you guys to and Google, go and Google the Baffert Agreement 1948. Okay. And that was the question that I had asked you. Is this a promise from the Most High God, or is this was a promise that the British and Americans had got together and they promised to give to what we call today Israel? Okay. And that's real talk. Okay. So again, guys, let me go ahead and pull this up right here. And like I said, not everybody gonna be able to hear, because we still on milk, we still chewing meat, like I said, I can't tell you something, that I don't know. I'm researching myself. All this right here is for research purpose only. Okay, research purpose only. And I already read the disclaimer. This is for criticism, this is for research. Our people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. And didn't it say it in the word that the word is for correction and for reproof? So if I cannot correct, if I cannot reproof, if I cannot go and do my research, then what's the purpose? Why I'm here? If I can't research, I'm not writing this stuff. This stuff is already out there, guys. So you cannot come to me and say, oh, she's being anti Semitic. And that's what they love to throw, just like they did in the Bible. How their Jesus, they sat there and say he called him a blasphemer. That was a word that they were attached to you, just like they attaching to our people right now. Oh, you're anti-Semitic. How can we be anti-Semitic? Make it make sense. But those are the type of words that they will use just to shut you up. But now, like I say, these words, you are ahead of the games. Start embracing it. Start embracing it. But we got so many people, they have lost their jobs. They have lost so much because they was attached to being anti-Semitic. But like I said, nobody loved the truth. Nobody loved the truth. But whether you read it or not, like I said, this is the year of exposure. The Most High God, what he's doing, he's raising it up. So either you're ready, you better get ready, because it's coming. You can't keep hiding it. You can't keep sweeping all this under the rug. And that's real talk. My girl misbehaving said, nope, a promise between Britain and America. Yes, yes. Let's go ahead and read this article right quick, guys. And I'm going to stay on I was going to stay on 30 minutes, but I'm going to see if I can go ahead and stay on the hour, because also I'm going to Misbehaving channel, guys. I think her live is going to start around about 2 or 3, so make sure you catch us over there, Misbehaving. Okay, so this is this right here. Go ahead and pull this up right here. Make sure, again, guys, make sure that you go and Google. Let me make sure I put it back up there. the Belfort Agreement in 1948. And you're going to find that most of the stuff that had happened, all this stuff had happened in the 1900s, even what we call the Middle East. Ouch. Ouch. Even what we call the Middle East. The Middle East happened in the 1900s, guys, or maybe the late 1800s. Go and Google all that. All that information is out. They built that man made Suez Canal, which was really called North Africa. Guys, like I say, there are some crafty counselors out there. There are some crafty counselors out there, guys. I mean, everything that you was told, guys, do research. Stop taking their word as Bible. So let me pull this up right here. I want to talk about the Belfort Agreement. Let's go ahead and talk about that right there. Let me see if I can pull it up. I hope you all can see. I'm just reading just a little bit. And all this right here happened. Like I say, most of all this stuff, I don't know how they were able to clean all this stuff up, uproot history. I mean, uproot history in like maybe 100 years ago. They did all this like in 100 years ago. And most of all this stuff, guys, like I said, is nothing that we are making up. This information is out there. And on here it says, and we're going to talk about the Balfour Declaration on November the 2nd, 1917. The British government issued a Balfour Declaration, which stated that Britain supposed the establish of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. Notice all this happened in 1917. The declaration was written by British Foreign Secretary Arthur Balfour and sent to Lionel Walter Rothschild, a leader of the Anglo-Jewish community. The declaration was later included in the British Mandate over Palestine. Did you hear what I said? The declaration was issued during the World War I when Palestine was an Ottoman region with a small Jewish population. This declaration stated that the Jewish national home would be established with an independent Palestine state. The United States initially supported the creation of a Jewish homeland in 1948. In 1921, the British divided the region into the Palestine Mandate and the Emirate of Transjordanía. Did you hear what I said? So all this right here was given to the Jewish, that it was given to them in 1948, and British and America had something to do with this. The Balfour Declaration was a public statement issued by the British government in 1917 during the First World War. Announcement its support to establish of a national home for the Jewish people in the Palestine, then an Ottoman region with a small minority Jewish uh, population. So make sure you go and read this information. Go and read it. Like I said there and say, Google has a very huge search engine. All this information right here is already out there. It's nothing that no one is making up. So, and right here, this one says, let me see. I didn't read this article right here, but it said Britain makes a promise. Did you see where it says Britain makes a promise? Now we call it the promised land, but what it said, Britain makes a promise. Did you see that? Let me see if you guys can see that. Did you see that? Did you see that? Absolutely. Educate yourself. You got to educate yourself. And that's the thing what's wrong with our people. Our people don't want to educate ourselves. We want these people to sit there and continue teaching us. How can someone teach you that put us in this predicament from the start? Tell me, make it make sense. Why do you think that, these people are trying to destroy our history books and trying to destroy anything from getting us to know what's really going on? Because they don't want you to know the truth. And they use these silly sheeps, these entertainers, to go and just sit there, and they use them for distraction. Because just remember, I read earlier that Tiffany Haddish, Tiffany Haddish have 7.1 million followers right there on Instagram. So just imagine all the silly sheep that she's leading them astray and coming back with that false report. But you're going to be accountable. You're going to be accountable for giving those false reports. And that's real talk, guys. But make sure, go ahead, and also I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get the book. I want the book. Okay, this right here is World War I. British makes promises in order to enlist the military and political support of the Arabs. British promised to support their struggles for independence in most of the land. Uh, I'm not going to read all this because I never read this one before. So I want to make sure, I don't. I read it before I go ahead and put it out. The power had made no statement admitted. So, like I said, guys, the information is out there. All you have to do is go out there and research. Just research it. The information is out there. The word is only hidden to those that is lost. So let me go ahead and play a little bit of this right here. Okay.
Be without Africa, our cocoa, our timber, our you people 500 years ago. Look at us. We've given everything. You are still taking. It's true. I mean, where will the whole Western world be without Africa? Our cocoa, our timber, our gold, our diamonds, our platinum, our whatever.
Let's stop it right here. Let's ask the question. We call in certain places holy land, but we ignore the motherland. We run into every place except the right place. We, our people, because the palm people, they running to the place that we are trying to avoid. They are running to that place because they know where the treasure is. But they're going to tell you that it's evil. They're going to tell you it's a dry and barren land. We even had our former president of the United States call it a S-hole. But how did that S-hole get there? These people dug for these people minerals until they saw the outskirts of hell. I mean, they sat there and overturned what we call the motherland, the bread basket. Tell me, how can you go and overturn what we call the motherland and call it an S-hole, calling it is dry and barren, but yet you can't stay out of it? We talked about all this, all the minerals, the oil, the beans, even now we finding out the designers, like Fendi and Versace and Louis Vuitton, all their patterns came out of Africa. But yet our people, I'm talking to my people, guys. Like I say, this right here is real talk. This right here is real talk. I just can't compromise. And it's not something that, I'm coming on and I'm just waking up trying to sit there and spew racism or spew hate. This information is out there, guys. Do I know it all? No. But like I said there and say, all we have to do is start doing our own research, start educating ourselves. My girl says, say it loud with your chest. Absolutely. This is real, guys. This is real. This is real. Like I said, Africa is the motherland, the breadbasket to everything that exists. Without Africa, nothing will exist because Africa is the lifeline. The same thing that they told us to hate is what keeping them surviving today. But the thing about it is that they know all this. And guys, I got 8 more minutes. 8 more minutes. Bear with me, 8 more minutes. Even though I got 5 or 6 people. But like I said, even if I'm here by myself, because I have to give a report. I am accountable because at the end, I have to answer for this. And one thing about me, I don't want the blood to be on my hands, guys. So all I can say, he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. Everything that they told us, guys, research it. Research it for yourself. Stop allowing these people to continue to rock us to sleep. And that's real talk.
Everything you are is us. I am not saying it, it's a fact.
Absolutely.
And in return for all of this, what have we got? Nothing.
And that's the question. That's the question right there. All the stuff that they have done, they have taken our culture, they have taken our minerals, they have taken all our resources, our language, our religion. What have we gotten from this? Just imagine. I need you guys just imagine. Just shake everything off and just imagine someone coming into your home. You invite this person into your home because we already know, according to all the information that's out there, they came as missionaries. They came as missionaries. They even built a ship called Jesus. This is not nothing that I made up. They use religion tactics. They use religion because they know when it comes to our people, we are some very spiritual people. So they use what they know that we love the most. They use our spirituality. That's why I say religion. We got to tear religion down because the devil sat there and took it for evil. But they used religion, came in and took everything that was not nailed down, including us. But just imagine you inviting someone in your home and they sat there and they took everything out of your home and made you sit there and serve them in your own home. Imagine that. Imagine that. And the thing about it is that they still doing it today. But when someone is going to say enough is enough, who is going to say, look, this is where the buck stops? But we can't say that long as we continue to dip and dab in the things of the world because we're not ready to come out of what I call this lower state of Lodabar. We like digging in our mess. We like wallowing in our own vomit because we think that this is the good life. These people make all this stuff with you in mind. Because long as you can continue sitting there buying this mess, buying this foolish stuff, then they just becoming more powerful. They coming more powerful. But look, guys, all this right here is what I call a cheap trick, and that's real talk. So I got 2 more minutes, okay?
Anti-personnel indoctrination against ourselves. If you go and cook your horrible diseases like AIDS, you say it is us. You brought us tuberculosis. We didn't have this big cough until white people came here. In exchange for Africa giving Europe 500 solid years of our people, I mean, not Europe, the Western world, of our human beings to work your canes, to dig your gold, to take in gold itself, diamond, I mean, fish, peanuts, palm oil, everything. In exchange for that, we have got nothing. Nothing. And you know it. Nothing. And you look upon, white folks look upon us like monkeys. It is.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You taking everything and still look at us as monkeys. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. At one time, I used to be embarrassed. I am not going to tell you no lie. I used to be embarrassed when people, especially when this movie used to come out, The Planet of the Apes. I'm not embarrassed anymore. I'm not embarrassed anymore. Embrace all that because they going to throw all this stuff at you just to back you down because they know also that we are emotional people. They know we are emotional people. But sometimes now, guys, like I say, the kingdom of heaven suffer violence and we got to take it by force. We got to get out of our feelings. In order for us to sit there and start standing up and start walking, we got to get out of our feelings because they know exactly what pushes our buttons because they are embedded in our mind. We are brainwashed. We are brainwashed. We are walking zombies controlled by the power that be. That's why we can go around and tear down each other and do all the stuff that we are doing right now. They know what it takes to sit there and put us to sleep because we are brainwashed. When it's something that they don't want us to know, then what they'll do, they'll put one of these silly sheeps that sit there and sign on the dotted line, put them in the forefront. All our focus, all our attention is right on them. And that's real talk. That's real talk. Can't get no clearer than this, guys. I'm done. So, like I said, he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. This right here is real talk. It can't get no clearer than this. But the thing about it is that what they are doing, they are using what I call silly sheep. They're leading our people to what I call the slaughterhouse. But you're going to be accountable for all this stuff that you are doing because we already know the mess that Tiffany Haddish is in. And if she think that by she's going to what she call today's Israel to go and get her a man and see what's really going on with her own eyes, girl, you up for a rude awakening. And that's real talk. My girl says, and I'm finna go, yes, that's why they use reality TV, music, and social media. Absolutely. This is what I call a cheap trick. This is what I call a cheap trick because they know that we are some entertaining people. We love the buck dance. We love to clown. We love to act like a fool. But when somebody going to wake up and say no longer, no longer, I'm going to continue allowing these people to work overtime on me. And that's real talk. So all I can say right now, guys, he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. And that's real talk. So thank you, Miss Behavior. Thank you, Starbucks. Thank you guys for coming in. Like I said, make sure you hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content because in here, it's grown folks. We ain't got time to sit there and pacify no babies. We eat meat. We not on milk no more. So if you don't like the truth, guys, like I said, you go where you're going to be tickled. And also, like I said, this is it. So again, guys, I'm about to go ahead and close down. You all have a good day and see you today. We're going to be on Misbehaving channel. Starbucks went ahead and dropped a link. So make sure you go over to Misbehaving. Make sure you go ahead and check out her channel. And also, we're gonna be there round about 2. What time you got it set, Misbehaving? I think you got it set for 2 o'clock, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and get me some rest, and I'll be on your channel. She said 3 p.m. Eastern. So guys, make sure you go ahead and check out. Okay, Misbehaving. Check out our channel. We all going to be over there at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's 2 o'clock my time. Okay. So guys, on that note, you all enjoy the rest of your day. It's beautiful out there. So I'm gonna see what I got to do today. So all right, see you later. See you guys. Be blessed.